little bit nervous.
Why would I be nervous?
You said you've been studying all weekend.
No, I said I cracked the books out today.
Ah, okay. Well, do you have the game board up in front of you?
Yeah, I got the game board up.
Okay. So I'm going to let you choose where you'd like to go with this. Where would you like to begin?
I'm gonna go World War II for 250.
World War II for 250. Okay. Name the code name for the surprise invasion of the Soviet Union by the German Wehrmacht.
Oh fuck. Operation was it
1941.
Oh my god.
You can do it. It's German.
It's German?
Yeah, the name is.
Oh, then I most definitely don't know it. I'm gonna go with
People in the chat, feel free to throw it out there if you know too.
yeah, I got a full screen so I can't see the chat. So I don't know. Operation I don't know. Operation
Yeah, you guys
shit.
can answer.
I'm gonna go. Okay, Operation Kill Switch.
Kill Switch. It's close. How about Operation Barbarossa?
Oh, Barbarossa!
Named after the medieval Emperor Frederick Barbarossa of the Holy Roman Empire, who was the leader of the Third Crusade. Unfortunately, you don't get the points for Kill Switch engaged. Kill Stalin.
Kill Switch. Oh, man, that was close.
That was close. You were very close.
Kill Switch. It
No.
just sounded Nazi.
No, not really. Barbarossa. What was their other one? They had another one that was
What
Operation.
was the UK one? It was something with a lion.
Yeah, it was. Was it Operation Sea Lion?
I think it was Sea Lion. That's what I was gonna say.
Okay. Back to the game board. 250's gone from World War II.
All right. I'm gonna go with 100 for the American Revolution.
Okay.
Let's hope I get that.
I did this one on the video last night for the announcement, so hopefully you can get this one.
God, I didn't watch the announcement video.
Who was the general for the Continental Army that switched sides to be a general for the British?
Oh, was it?
He
General-
technically wasn't a full general for the Americans, and he didn't become a full general for the British either. So technically I screwed up the question here, but if someone is a turncoat, sometimes they get called this person's name.
Turncoat.
Turncoat. They are a
bitch.
very close. Very close.
I'm just trying to go over all the generals that I learned about. I'm sure we talked about him. What do you know? What battles he was?
He was very vital at the Battle of Saratoga. He was wounded multiple different times. He actually died very shortly. Actually, still during the Revolution, I think. He suffered from gout, much like everyone in that time period did.
Gout. Okay. I don't know this one, so I'm just gonna say General Preston. I don't remember his first name.
It was General Benedict Arnold. He was pessimistic about the colony's future in 1780. He was given brigadier generalship position in the British Army.
Benedict Arnold.
Are you mad you missed that one?
Yeah. Well, I've never heard somebody be called Benedict.
If someone is a traitor to you, I don't know. When we were kids, we called each other Benedict Arnold. So maybe I was a little bit off on the hint there.
Man, you were in an intellectual school.
Okay, 100 gone now for American Revolution. You're still sitting at 0 points.
I missed the 100.
You missed the 100. I gave the 100s I thought were gimmies, so this should be good.
Okay, look. All right, we're going to go with presidents for 100.
Presidents for 100.
100 on the board.
This president served as a general in the Civil War for the Union forces.
Oh, Ulysses S. Grant. Ulysses S. Grant.
That is correct. 100 points, everyone.
Yay!
He is on the board.
I'm on the board.
Look at that. Good job.
All right.
I'm glad. That one, glad. Yep. I told you the 100s were gimmies. Okay.
All right. Let's just go World War I for 100.
World War I for 100. Okay, we'll get all the 100s out of the way. This person assassinated Archduke Franz Ferdinand, starting the political crisis in the summer of 1914.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
I was about to say Lee Harvey Oswald. It is I know he was in the Black Hand.
Yes. He was a Serb.
Oh my God.
He's the most important person of the 20th century, I would argue.
The most important person?
Yeah, because without him, you wouldn't have had the political crisis.
No World War I.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, maybe not in 1914, anyway.
Yeah, it would have happened.
Dolphin Dane got it in the chat. No, Adrian got it.
He probably Googled it.
Yeah.
They're probably Googling.
See, I had someone comment on one of the videos that was like, well, how come the chat can't participate? And I was like, because you guys literally can Google it as I answer the question and get everyone right.
We're going to go with... Fuck, I don't know. Lee Harvey Oswald. There we go.
Well, a lot of people would think that that's same situation, murdering someone in an open car, would be very similar to the
maybe he was inspired.
Or he was just a Russian spy. The person was Gabriel Oak Princip. Just I think he was 18 or 19. Walked out of a sandwich shop, took a couple shots, hit the woman in the stomach, hit him in the jugular.
Because he gave up. He gave up. He just went to go eat a sandwich, and then he just happened to see them.
Absolutely correct. Unfortunately, the gimme has passed by you. You have Napoleonic Wars for 100.
One gimme.
All right.
What's the next category?
Napoleonic
Wars 100.
Okay. What de facto... Oh, this one isn't a gimme, I don't think. What de facto state did Napoleon destroy in the wake of his conquest of Europe?
In the wake?
Yep. So as he conquered Europe, he removed this state.
The Holy Roman Empire.
Bam, bam, thank you, ma'am. That's 100 points. Put it on the board.
Yeah, Napoleonic Wars. That's my main, dude.
I was hoping, I was like, that's got to be a gimme, but I didn't actually, I mean, to be fair, the Holy Roman Empire wasn't actually ever a thing.
I guess state is like a confusing...
Well, yeah, I was going to give you more hints.
Collection.
So you're up to 200 points. You still have World War II for 100.
World War II for 100.
I'm going to be really sad if you don't get this one. This is the German tactic to quickly attack nations with the use of fast-moving army. Wow, before I even read it out loud, Blitzkrieg or Lightning War. The idea of fast-moving armor to quickly encircle large amounts of the enemy. He's up to 300, ladies and gentlemen.
Didn't they come up with that in World War I, or was that Schlieffen Plan?
Schlieffen Plan is, well, we'll touch on that maybe later. It is a myth, you're right, Adrian.
Dude. Let's go.
Yeah, what do you want to go next?
Presidents 250.
Presidents for 250. Who is the only U.S. president to serve more than 2 terms?
FDR. Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
He is on a roll, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm on a streak now. I'm on a streak.
FDR served 3 and a portion of a 4th term. He is the only president to do so. Okay, you're up to 550 points.
Wow.
You are cruising right on along after the first few missed questions. But the gimmies are gone. Right. There's no more gimmies out there.
No more gimmies. Let's go for... Wait, okay, so is 500 presidents taken?
No, I think I actually...
It just looks like...
Yeah, it just looks like it is.
All right, let's go for that.
Okay, down the... Oh, no, wait. Maybe I misclicked? Or did I send them both to the same slide?
I don't know.
Oh, I did send it both to the same slide.
Oops.
Good thing this is a pilot show, everyone. Let me look to see what the question is. So presidents for 500 is supposed to be... I really hope that this doesn't screw this up. This is why this is a pilot show.
It's all still fine on stream.
Yeah, I have it just showing that one screen, but I don't know if I click on one of these slides if it's just going to jump to it. Oh, okay. Who was the only president to serve 2 non-consecutive terms? Is the 500 question. So he served a term, did not get reelected, and then sat out that term and got elected in the next one. The only president to serve 2 non-consecutive terms.
Well, he can't be a modern president.
That would be correct. Well, when you say modern, to you, what is modern?
Post 1950s.
Okay, yes, that is absolutely correct.
So I think it may have been.
He's in the Gilded Age. I'll give you that.
Oh, okay. Then I was completely wrong. I was gonna say Harry Truman.
No, Harry Truman served 2 consecutive. E is close. E is very close. He said, yep, there. Now we got it. So it's the Gilded Age. You had a lot of big fat presidents.
Oh, the fat guy. Oh, freaking no, I forgot his name. We made so many jokes about him. He got stuck in his tub.
Yep. Yes, he did. You are right.
I gotta come up with a name.
Yeah, E and Adrian have it right in the chat.
Oh, he got stuck in the tub, dude.
I think I'll let you use a lifeline from the chat. I'll implement that later on.
Give me a lifeline, E.
E guessed multiple different people, but if you can open the chat, go ahead and look. Both Adrian and E have got it. Wait.
Freaking.
I have to look at it because I might have misled you with stuck in the tub.
It was Taft. Taft.
Taft got stuck in the tub, but that isn't the right answer, so I misled you. Adrian and E said Grover because it was Grover Cleveland was
whatever. I guess Taft.
Only president. But I'll give it to you because I misled you. So he. Hopefully this doesn't break the stream.
Who was in between them?
He served 1855 to 1859, and then from 1893 to 1897. Benjamin Harrison won in between. So it went Grover Cleveland, Benjamin Harrison, Grover Cleveland.
Oh.
So there you go. One of the most forgotten presidents, I would say. That whole age is pretty forgotten to me.
Yeah.
I always get stuck right about then.
I think after Jackson, it went... Everybody just forgot about those presidents up until Truman.
Okay.
Let's go with...
Do you want to finish out presidents for 1,000?
Yeah, let's go. Presidents 1,000. I got this.
This man served the shortest term as president of these United States.
Oh, no. Okay. He died, like, because he got pneumonia.
Yes.
From giving the inauguration speech. Oh my God! How do I just know their situations but not the names?
Funnily enough, when in your elementary school and you get that, you have to write a report on a president assignment. My dad he had to write his report on this guy, and he was like, he was only a president for like 2.5 weeks. Like, what am I supposed to write about him?
He just died.
Adrian got it again. The man is on a roll. I'm going to have to make his a lot more difficult.
Yeah.
His slogan was Tippecanoe and Tyler too.
And Tyler too. Yes. Okay.
John Tyler was his vice president.
And then Tyler became president, but Tyler was like a Democrat.
He was the last Whig to become president.
But he acted like a Democrat. And he was from the South because they wanted to win the South.
Yep. Tyler actually went on to serve in the Confederate States of America, too.
Oh, I don't remember that.
He has 3 names. So it's they normally say his middle name with his full name. He was a U.S. I don't know if he was a general.
He was at the Battle of Tippecanoe.
Yeah. He fought the Indians quite a bit. Oh, no. This is why this one's 1,000. I mean, who actually is supposed to remember the person that served for president?
Oh my God.
I'm just happy that you know all the background stories, yeah.
I know. I'm gonna say. Who was after? I don't know.
You're really gonna love your last round question. That's gonna be a lot of fun, I think.
Oh God. I'm just gonna say the guy who served with John Tyler. That's my answer.
That's a great answer because his name was William Henry Harrison.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
He became ill with cold. His busy social schedule meant no time for rest. Doctors tried several cures for his cold, including opium, castor oil, leeches, and Virginia snakeweed. He would die 9 days after becoming ill.
What is Virginia snakeweed?
I don't know, but I was really happy to see that he had a cold and they tried to give him opium. All right. The president's category is done. We have some 250s left and available. You're sitting at 1,050 points. That's respectable.
I'm probably going to get the lowest score of all time on the show. So let's go with World War I for 250.
Okay, here we go. You missed Gabriel Princip to begin with, but here we go. This was the plan used by the Germans to knock the French out.
Oh, Schlieffen Plan.
That is correct. There's the Schlieffen Plan. Now, some people would argue that it would be called the Schlieffen Plan because this plan actually was, as you can see on the image on the stream, it was developed in 1905, which meant there was 9 more years of like adjustments and stuff that happened in between. So there's actually a very large argument in historical circles about whether you call it the Schlieffen Plan or the Schlieffen Plan or just the Moltke Plan. It's a whole lot. It's just a hodgepodge, but it's most commonly known as the Schlieffen Plan.
I know that they almost got away with it. They almost succeeded, but they got beat at the Battle of the Marne, or at the Second Battle of the Marne.
Yep, those pesky Russians ran into Prussia and scared Moltke. Who knows? All right. You're up to 1,300.
I am doing all right.
Last time
the Napoleonic Wars, 250.
Okay. This was the final battle fought by Napoleon before being exiled to St. Helena Island.
This Waterloo.
Oh my gosh, ladies and gentlemen. 2 in a row it is. The battle.
I'm just too good.
Of Waterloo. Not 15,000. 1,550 points. That one might have been a gimme too. I might have gave you 2 gimmies.
That one might have been a gimme.
Okay. You still have 9 questions left. Plenty of points still available on the board.
You know what? I'm going to risk it. I'm going to go for World War II 1000.
Oh, I really love this. Name the German rockets used to hit British cities in 1945.
Oh my God. What?
Hey, Maddie PSV, thank you very much for the follow.
Yeah, thanks for liking this content.
Yep.
Let's go. Well, like,
so
their
like
nickname or?
If you can prove me wrong, I'll double the points.
I don't know.
But they're most commonly known as something.
I know that they were like, didn't they whistle to try to scare people?
No, you're thinking they had spinners on the bottom of their planes that when they dive bombed.
Oh, okay.
Whistled.
Well, then, I don't know. I'm going to just name it after a font. So, Helvetica rockets.
It is quite simply just the V2 rocket.
Oh, the V2?
It was the world's first long-range guided ballistic missile.
Oh, so you're talking about, like, ground surface to...
Yeah, so like we took all their scientists and developed our space.
Yeah.
After that.
All right.
1,000 off the table. Unfortunately, in World War II, you still have 500 there.
Have I missed all of World War II so far?
No, you got Blitzkrieg.
Oh, okay. I got the gimme. Let's just follow the trend. World War II 500.
Okay. How long did it take for the Germans to fully invade and take over Denmark?
6 hours, right?
Holy cow, I didn't think you would get that. 6 hours is correct.
I was actually I was talking like last week, like last Friday with a friend, and we were talking about World War II, and I was like, yeah, well, like no country was as shit at fighting the Germans as the Danes were. because they only lasted like 6 hours.
Yep, and only a total of 50 were killed between the two sides.
So they just like did not fight.
Yeah, they just paratrooped in. It's like, yep. World War II and presidents are completed. You're sitting at 2,050 points. That's not too shabby.
I'm going up. Let's just do American Revolution 250.
Okay. How many American colonies went to war for American independence?
Was it...
How many stars were on the flag?
Are you talking about like how many voted for the war?
Yes. And if you can describe it, because after I wrote this question, I actually went and looked up the answer. And go ahead and say what you're going to say.
Okay, so because didn't everybody vote yes except for Georgia?
Everyone but New York.
Is everyone but New York?
Yes. So 12 of them voted yes.
Not go there?
No, they all went. So 12 voted yes, but New York abstained.
Okay, so, well, I'm just going to say 13 colonies fought for the war.
That is correct. The 13 colonies signing the Declaration of Independence. Was that for 500?
That was 250, I think.
250. 2,300. Okay.
All right, let's go with World War I for 500.
Here we are. This is the year of major battles, seeing major offensives by the Germans, French, British, and Russians. The battles would be known as Verdun, the Somme, and the Brusilov offensives.
1916.
Bing, bam, thank you, ma'am.
There we go.
1916, the largest battles of the war all took place.
It was the bloodiest year, I think.
As the French began to wither at Verdun, the British answered the call and attacked at the Somme, while at the same time the Russians launched the Brusilov offensive. In total, 4.5 million casualties.
Wow.
For all of those offensives. Up to 2,800. You want to finish off World War I? Jump over somewhere else?
Yeah, let's just finish off World War I.
I actually gave you this one as, I think, the easiest 1,000 point question. I think this one is a gimme, hopefully. This was the treaty that ended the war in 1919, placing the blame of the war on the Germans.
The Treaty of Versailles.
Yes. I think Gallipoli was 1915, Dolphin Dane. But the Treaty of Versailles was signed in 1919, placing the blame, kind of, on the Germans. A nice 1,000 gimme.
Oops. I think the Austrians made it out pretty okay.
Yeah, they just totally blew up the country.
They just kind of fell apart, but...
That, actually, Austria signed a bunch of different treaties. Like, the Versailles one was just with Germany. So just like that, you've almost doubled your score on one question. Up to 3,800 now.
Right, let's go with a Napoleonic Wars 500.
Okay. What city did Tsar Alexander I burn so that Napoleon would not have anywhere to winter?
Moscow.
Probably another gimme. Moscow is the correct answer. After the burning of Moscow, he did turn back. And that led to... What is it called?
What?
His retreat.
It's something with a B.
Yeah. Napoleonic history is not my strong suit. But you're up to 4,300. You've doubled your points in the last two questions.
Dang. All right. Let's do... let's just do American Revolution 500.
Okay. What year was the United States Constitution formulated?
Was it drafted? Like when it was like put out there?
This is one of my historical pet peeves because we often think of 1776 as when our nation was founded, but technically... But that's when they
put it out, right?
That was independence, and then we became a Confederate, and then we became a... Oh,
okay, it was 17... It was still in the 1700s, I think.
Yeah, that is correct. So
it was, I want to say 1783?
1783 is when we became the Confederation.
Oh.
So after we tried the Confederation for a few years, a bunch of people were like, hey, we're going to have this secret meeting, and we promise we're not going to screw with the Constitution at all, but we're going to, screw with the Constitution a whole lot.
Is it 1796?
No, but it's in between the two numbers you just said. I'll give you one more guess.
My God. Okay, one more guess.
1788 was Articles of Confederation.
1788 was it? Oh, that's fun. Let me mute.
Oh wait, that was someone was calling you for the answer.
Somebody was lining me in.
Yeah, did you want to answer and ask?
No, it is. I don't know where it's from. Let's go with 1790.
1787.
I was gonna say 1786.
While we celebrate July 4th, 1776, the date of our independence, our government was actually formed and ratified on May 25th, 1787. You never celebrate May 25th. It's the forgotten day, some would say.
Hey, I got out of school on that day.
Oh, so well, there you go. You did celebrate. All right. You have 2 1,000-point questions left. You've found out that Napoleonic Wars are just gimmies.
Let's just do Napoleonic War again for 1,000. And it's probably going to be really hard.
You can still visit this ship today in Portsmouth, England. It served in the Napoleonic Wars.
HMS Queen Mary?
Oh gosh, this is going to be bad because I thought there was only one ship. But this one is specifically in Portsmouth.
Oh, then I don't really know. I'm gonna say HMS Portsmouth.
Very good guess. So when I visited this ship in Portsmouth, they let you get into the boat, and the ceilings are at 4.5 feet because that's just how short you had to be on the boat.
So it's like the old Ironsides in Boston, right?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, I don't know. HMS Portsmouth. That's what I'm gonna say.
HMS Victory.
Victory.
Served in the Battle of Gibraltar, I believe, and then was decommissioned. And you can still visit it today. I was very hungover when I went to that ship, and
you do not have a good time?
No. Well, it's not actually. It's there's so if you're looking at the stream, if you were behind where the person's taking the picture, there's current British Navy. It's actually still a port.
Oh, so it's
it's
right
what
next
is
to an aircraft carrier?
It was right next to submarines when we were there. But
that's cool.
Do you know the U.S. ship that is it still in Washington D.C. or is it Boston?
There's one in Boston.
Yeah, there's a ship that's I
went to it. It's
Trafalgar. Yeah, that was where it served.
It was Old Ironsides, I think is what they called it.
Yes, because USS Constitution. Yeah, I think you're right. Because it was the first one to actually have Ironsides for the U.S. Navy at that time. One last question. 4,300 points. You have the chance. You have the chance.
5,300 this time.
What treaty concluded the American Revolution? So this is the treaty signed with Britain.
Oh.
Man, I'm gonna have to make Adrian's question so hard.
I'm just gonna say the Treaty of London. This is what I don't really know.
You were close. The Treaty of Paris, signed in 1783.
Oh, damn it! Yeah.
Can you name? It's probably up on your screen now. But can you name any of the 5-member commission?
It's on my screen, but I know that Ben Franklin.
John Adams, Ben Franklin, John Jay, Thomas Jefferson, and Henry Lawrence.
I don't know who John Jay and Henry Lawrence are.
John Jay wrote the Federalist Papers. He was one of the first big time judges.
Okay.
Washington wanted him to be in his cabinet, but he was no, just let me be a Supreme Court justice. I was oh, okay. Henry Lawrence was captured, I think, in the American Revolution, and then died shortly after this, I want to say.
Nice.
4,300 points is what you're sitting at.
All And Daily Double was coming up, I assume.
I don't know how to get to the... Oh, yeah, I do. It's right here. I was like, hopefully I put a shortcut in for that. Here we go. Final question. Who was the 6th president of these United States? This will double your score.
Oh.
Go ahead.
George Washington.
No.
Because I thought you were gonna try to go. Oh, but
I'm not counting the Articles of Confederation. So, in the current U.S. Constitution, who was the 6th president to serve? So, would you like to start with the first one? Who was the first president?
George Washington.
Okay, who followed George Washington?
Thomas Jefferson.
John Adams. Who was the 3rd president?
Thomas Jefferson.
Okay, who was the 4th president?
Henry Ford?
Henry Ford is Han Solo.
That's Harrison Ford.
Oh, that's Harrison Ford. Who's Henry? Henry Ford is the guy he's the guy that made the assembly line.
Wait, he's
the owner of Ford Motor Company.
He was the creator of Ford.
The 4th U.S. president. The War of 1812.
John Tyler.
James Madison. Okay, who was the 5th president of the United States?
5th?
Yep, who followed James Madison?
You should just take really people who are really ignorant at history for these. Like just not good at all. So you got a perfect candidate for your pilot.
So who was the 5th president?
Why do I not know this?
He's the last president of he's considered the last president of the American Revolution because he's the last one to have fought in it.
Ben Franklin.
That's a lie, actually. But Ben Franklin was never president.
Oh yeah. James. Wait, we already said that.
James is his first name.
James Madison? James
Madison was the 4th. So James.
Someone's Steam messaging me, but it's not popping up. I just hear it's probably E. All right.
So the 5th president was James Monroe, the Monroe Doctrine.
Monroe Doctrine.
And weirdly enough, the Monroe Doctrine was actually written by his Secretary of State, who would become the 6th president. He also just so happens to be the...
John Tyler.
No! But John is his first name. Already? John Tyler is like 9th or 10th.
John...
He is the first president to be the son of another president.
All right. John Washington.
He shares a name with his father. You skipped him. I had to tell you who the 2nd president was. John Adams was the 2nd president.
Yeah.
He had a son named John, too.
So John Adams Jr.
John Quincy
Adams. Oh, that guy. But he like nobody liked him.
Because he was part of the corrupt bargain. That Andrew Jackson. They tied votes and it had to go to the House of Congress, where the Congress
spent money on like an observatory or something.
Supposedly he had hired Russian whores in the White House. Who knows if it's true or not?
Russian whores? I would have went straight to Japan.
Straight to Japan. Oh, hey, yeah, Chris says that you suck.
We just learned this last year.
Unfortunately, you don't get the question right.
Aw, man.
4,300 is what you're ending with. Would you like to have any last final words? Anything you're really proud of that you showed out there today? You had a lot of heart.
I think I had a lot of heart, a lot of charisma. I really showed that the Holy Roman Empire was not a state; it was a collection of states. And I'm proud of myself for knowing that there were presidents before George Washington.
but you couldn't name the second or the fourth or the fifth or the sixth one.
Look, the only presidents I know are George Washington. I know all the big ones, and then I know a few random ones like Truman.
You just skip from 1830 to 1950. You just don't do anything in there. Like somewhere there's Abe Lincoln in there. Maybe.
Yeah, like Chris. We literally learned this 3 months ago.
And you couldn't tell me who John Quincy Adams was?
Yeah, we learned about him. We learned that he, nobody liked him because of the corrupt bargain.
But I mean, look at him. Because it had
to go to the House of Representatives.
Do you want to see? I think he was actually. I'll show you another picture of him, because I think he was the first president, or the earliest president, to have
a photograph.
Oh wow! I should have did that. That should have been the question instead of who was the sixth president. You would have got that one right. You'd have said it's that man, John Quincy Adams.
It's the guy with the weird head.
Did you ever watch the show John Adams on
John Adams
on HBO?
Was that a show?
Yeah, I think it was just called Adams on HBO.
It's just about him.
It was about John Adams, not John Quincy. But when they had to do the fake head for the guy that played John Quincy Adams later on in his life, it was just a cone head that was partly bald.
Well, speaking of movies about historical figures, in the Tupac movie, apparently he pulls on an iPhone 7.
The Tupac movie?
Yeah. Because he should have been our first black president.
Martin Van Buren. Wait. Oh, Tupac. Someone said Martin Van Buren in the chat, and for some reason, that just made me think that you were talking about Martin Van Buren. I was like, Martin Van Buren was white.
Oh, what?
It was my
I'm
confusion.
Confused now. All right. Martin Van Buren because of his Dutch name, since I'm Dutch. Well, good on you, man. I'm a shitty.
Unfortunately, you didn't make one of the categories early 90s hip hop.
Oh, I totally would have knew that. Run DMC.
Tupac, Biggie.
Tupac. Biggie Cheese. Oh my god.
Tupac should be a category.
Yeah, get somebody to make Tupac a category. Oh, you should make a if Chris ever comes on the show, make it Suicide Boys.
What?
I don't know. It's some band or rap group he listens to. Well, all right.
How many questions did you get right?
Let's see. I got.
Should we go through them all again?
Didn't I get the first 100 presidents wrong? Yeah, let's just go through it.
Okay, so you didn't get who assassinated Franz Ferdinand right?
No.
You did get the Schlieffen Plan right.
Yeah.
You got the year right, 1916. So you went 2 for 3.
Yeah.
You went 3 for 4 in World War I. Good for you.
Ooh.
You got the president for the Civil War that served in the Civil War. So you got Grant right.
Okay.
You got FDR right.
Yep.
You didn't get Grover Cleveland right. No, I gave it to you actually. So you got 3 out of 4, and then the shortest term you knew Tippecanoe, and you guessed
Tyler too.
You guessed John Tyler. You didn't get Benedict Arnold.
Oh wait! I just realized. I thought it was John Tyler was the 6th president, even though I answered that question.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He was the 9th or 10th. You just skipped 5 presidents.
All right.
You didn't get Benedict Arnold.
No.
You got how many colonies went to war. You didn't get the Constitution year. You didn't get the treaty that ended the Revolution. So you went 1 for 4 in the American Revolution.
I went 1 for 4?
Yeah.
Not doing too shabby.
Yeah, American Revolution. Woohoo. You got, surprisingly enough, you got the Holy Roman Empire question right. You got Waterloo. You got Moscow. You didn't get HMS Victory. But you got 3 for 4 out of the Napoleonic Wars. You went 1, 2. You went 2 for 4 in World War II.
Yeah, that was my second weakest. Presidents was my weakest.
No, presidents? Yeah, I don't know. I'm still angry that you didn't know who the 6th president of the United States was.
Why? Is he
Every
like your
time I talk
favorite
to you
president?
from now on, I'm just going to ask you what the 13th president was. And you're going to have to tell me.
Who was it again?
John Quincy Adams.
John Quincy Adams.
It goes Washington, Adams, Jefferson, Madison, Monroe, Adams.
Tanner put freaking John Quincy Adams on his election ballot this year.
Damn straight I did.
I want a federalist back in power.
All right, who is the 7th president of the United States? And I have the ability to just Google search
John
it.
Tyler, John Tyler.
No, who is the man that didn't get president because of the corrupt bargain?
I thought that was John Tyler.
Oh.
He was from the South.
He's the hero of the
Andrew Jackson.
Oh, he's done it. He's got the 7th president correct.
Yes, I was just like, this guy was like a straight racist.
Whoa. They all were.
What he was. And he was like proud of it too.
Okay, who was the 8th president?
I don't know.
Someone already said him in chat.
Someone already said him in chat?
Yeah, he's actually like my facial hair goals.
Okay, I can't see I just see president on the stream. Oh, well, now it's Martin Van Buren.
Look at those sideburns.
Oh, yeah, he had the coolest hair.
I'm so sad. We'll teach you someday.
One day I'll learn. All right, so next show, somebody's got to beat 4,300.
4,300 is the high score.
Yes, I got one high score.
I think starting off next week, changes that I would make now. I think we'll give you a chat lifeline in the future. Just to be able to open up your chat and look at it and say, okay, some people are saying this, some people are saying that. I kind of let you do that with, I think, Grover Cleveland.
Yeah, but I said Taft.
Yeah, but I misled you. I just know I'm going to have to make it more difficult now. Adrian was in here getting every question right.
Yeah, Adrian, I don't know.
4,300. Someone write that down somewhere.
You had internet access.
He's just Googling every answer.
I mean, that could be a thing.
All right. Well, thank you for being my test subject.
All right, no problem.
We'll, maybe in season 2, we'll have you on again. We'll make sure you're a little bit more learned on the U.S. presidents.
I'll resurface. I'll regrow my skill.
And by the way, John Jay, I have it right here if you ever just want to borrow it, but it's Articles of Confederation, Federalist Papers.
You have the book?
John Jay. Yeah, I own the Federalist Papers. What's wrong with that?
Written by Hamilton?
By Hamilton, Madison, and Jay.
Oh, yeah.
It also has the Constitution in it and the Declaration of Independence.
Well, God knows I need to read up on that.
And then I also have Common Sense by Thomas Paine.
Oh, that's a DLC in Europa.
Holy cow, it actually is. All right. I will talk to you later. Thank you for joining me today.
Later. Thanks for having me on.
Yep. All right, guys. Thank you all very much for the follows. That was actually a lot of fun. I'm going to post the full video on the YouTube channel. 4,300 points, I think, is about right for what I gave them there. Some gimmies, some easier one or some harder ones. I know that Adrian, who was in the chat earlier, had mentioned that he would like to join me on the show. So I have a task ahead of me because he probably only missed like 2 or 3 questions out of those 20. So I've got some work to do on his. He's given me his subjects that he wants. I think we might have some more other people on too, just to kind of get into a flow of things. I want to have it every week, every Saturday. So we'll talk about it in the Discord, but I'm going to reach out to some other people too. Don't worry, Anders, the vid will be up. I'll probably just upload it right now. But let me go through really quick on the follows. So Fantic, thank you very much for the follow. Matty PSV, As soon as you said you were Dutch, I totally understand the PSV now. Joshuski, thank you very much for the follow. Floho9, Senzo the Unbent, ASD ZX Katic, thank you very much for the follow. Doomster 2017 and Nightblaze. Thank you guys all very much. Is that, how many follows is that? 1, 2, 3, 8 new followers for the first show. And we're going to put this up on YouTube, and people are going to come flocking next week. It was a lot of fun, guys. Thank you very much for joining me. If you have any input, drop them down on the YouTube video, actually, for what you would maybe like to see in the future in terms of maybe categories or lifelines and stuff like that. But thank you guys very much. I will be back tomorrow with some Victoria 2 Concert of Europe. So talk to you guys later. Thank you very much again for joining me. Have a good Saturday.